Hi. How's it going, everybody? Let me turn off the music and open up the stream setup. Hi. How's it going? Let me just I'm just making sure I have enough space in my computer to record this VOD. I do. Michael. God damn it. I need people to see the post. How's everyone doing? Michael, I had to delete your message so people could actually see the video at the top. If everyone starts if all the mods start writing comments in the Rare streaming section, no one's going to be able to see the video that I just put out. Jesse sometimes does that. He writes like 4 messages and the original post is just up there and everyone clicks into it. It's like, whoa, why is I alerted for this? Ugh. That's right. Saw the Mario Galaxy movie today and it was great. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I am planning on going to see it with my sister. Usually I wouldn't bother. I didn't even see the first one. Oh shit. Thanks, Pokemon peeps. I didn't even know what that audio was. It sounded like a bit of rock music. I don't remember putting that in the sound effects. This is Solo Lock or is Bro just late? This is Solo. Thanks, Shaded Umbrella.
Hello, Robert Incredibazinga. Love watching the new video a second time after having watched it the first time early on Patreon, which everyone should subscribe to. Also use code RADICAL for 10% off your gamer subs order.
Thanks very much. So, start a fist bump. Oh, was it? It sounded really low pitch for me for some reason. Either way, welcome to Infinite Fusion. I'm sure you've seen this before. If you haven't, you're in for a treat. This is probably the best Pokemon fan game I've ever seen, just on account of the sheer amount of Pokemon available. Because you can combine Pokemon. I don't know, this is like episode 3 of my Solo Link, and like episode, like, we're up to like episode 10 of like the Soul Link. Solo Lock, I should say, just the Nuzlocke. We've got some unfortunate names, but all these Pokemon are fused with each other. I'm sure there's like 1 or 2 new people here. But we just beat Misty, which I had struggled against because I did this the first time, and Misty has on remix mode, which adds more Pokemon to the Kanto region and changes up gym leaders teams and regular trainers teams as well. But Misty is now an ice type, and her ace Pokemon is a Frostlass Lapras fusion, which is very powerful for this early on, but we beat it with our own fully evolved Pokemon. Technically, a Pokemon that needed to evolve, and then a solo Pokemon. So Gyarados came in clutch there, and we just arm thrusted our way to victory. So how's everyone doing? How'd you enjoy the video? It's been, I think, like 2 hours since I released it, 2.5 hours since I released it. You should be nearly done! Yeah, the Imprig emotes that you guys are putting in will not be seen in the VOD. Hope you enjoy it. I didn't do, I only did a little bit of animation at the start, but I felt like the video didn't really need it. When I do animation bits, like in Scarlet and Violet, for instance, it's usually I come up with a really good joke, or just a joke, and then I'm like, oh, that would be really funny animated. I have the 2 characters bouncing off each other. With this video, I felt like it really wasn't necessary. Originally, it didn't even have any animation at all. But then I added it in at the start as just a little introduction thing. Because yeah, that was what I wanted to do. It's hard for me to think. I only woke up like an hour ago. Yeah, I never felt the need to like... Legends ZA is such a weird beast. It never felt like it was not as exciting as Scarlet and Violet. And Scarlet and Violet is not a good game. But I would say Legends EA is a lot more boring than Scarlet and Violet. And I don't know if that's just because it was less glitchy or if it was because of, you know, other veritable ideas. It's not like the game works, but it's not exciting. It's exciting for the first, like, hour or so, like, couple hours, where you're learning what Pokemon are available and which Pokemon are getting Mega Evolutions and how the battle system works and seeing all these new characters. But then it kind of gets a bit monotonous in its writing and also in the gameplay style where you're kind of doing the same thing over and over again. I still enjoyed my time with it. I played it for 90 hours. Oh, we're doing a Nuzlocke, by the way. I don't have the rules anywhere, but you know the rules for a Nuzlocke. We're going to catch one Pokemon here in the grass, and I should probably swap to my Pokemon that has hypnosis. I don't have one. Yes, I do. Dunkachino. What's my name? Dunkachino. I've never watched Jack and Jill. Was that from Jack and Jill, Dunkachino?
You should have done an animation bit for the Leaning Tower of Corbo.
The Leaning Tower. Fuck drawing all those guys. Screw that, man. I think the whole point while I was playing ZA, like, the reason I didn't write down any jokes or anything, is just because while I was playing, I was writing down everything that was interesting to me. And I was starting to learn that it wasn't a lot. Anyway, we get Drifloon here. Assuming I ever hit a hypnosis. Oh, God. Have you watched Click, though? Yeah. I watched Click as soon as it was available to watch on TV. That was a long time ago. Haven't watched it in a while, but I don't know how well it holds up. Thanks, Kaza. It's gonna make it in depth like those games, but I realized it was gonna be 4 hours, proceeds to make an almost 3 hour long video. Yeah! Originally I wanted the video to be like 40 minutes long at most, and it just got longer and longer. Oh, thank goodness, finally. It was... Yeah, I actually started writing the video. I got to the point where... I think it was where I got to the laboratory. The Pokemon laboratory, talking to Mabel for the first time, I think. And I realized how long the script was. Look at this big boy. And I thought, this is not going to work out too well. Because the video's like an hour long already. Because I'm like, then Urbane tells us, hey, let's go to the... Like, there were jokes in the dispersed. It was like, then Urbane ran to the Pokemon Center without, you know, without me following him. Because I don't know why. He just ran off by himself, expecting me to know this city I've never been a part of. But I'm sure it would have been funny overall, like the Scarlet and Violet video, but I'm like, this is ZA, and I don't feel the same attachment as I did to Scarlet and Violet. Drifloon's nickname, let's call him... Frothy Foffy. Be funny if the Gen 10 review was just 10 minutes. I think I will do a part series for Gen 10 if it ends up being like a Scarlet and Violet video. I realize a lot of people really love the Scarlet and Violet video, and I like it too. I love it too. It's about my favorite video I've done so far, so maybe I will do it in parts, but the parts won't be 20 minutes to start off with. They'll probably be an hour long. I realized when I was doing the ZA video, I was like, man, if I'd split this video into 3, it would have been so much more easy for me to finish it. Because I'd be able to, you know, get videos out in between and not feel pressured and rushed. Anyway, I think Lieutenant Surge is next. And there's a fly in here. I leave my door open because it's so warm. But if Lieutenant Surge is... he's not electric type. He's something else in this, but I don't know what that typing would be. I'm going to guess it's going to be fighting. That makes the most sense to me. And I think I remember there being a Raticate in his gym a long time ago, which had something. So Drifloon is actually a really good typing here. Both the ghost and flying. He's obviously gonna have like a dark type move on his Pokemon. But maybe I can combine him. Maybe I combine Frothy Foffy with like a fairy type or a fighting type myself. Or psychic type? No, because then dark type, ghost psychic, that would be horrendous. Who's gonna be useless is the question. CEO of 6-7. Probably won't be if it's fighting. Just because he's steel type to start off with. Fairy poison, that'll work great against fighting type. Dark type moves don't hit it. Wow, okay. And then poison moves won't hit it. Psychic ground, that could work for anything that doesn't have a dark type move. And he's strong. Bug poison, that also works. Water fighting, yeah. Greasy lizard, we don't need him right now. Also, we got a shiny Yanma. I thought shinies weren't implemented because of the amount of sprites. They must have found out a way to automatically do the shinies rather than manually. Okay. Because in my game, if I want to have shinies, they've got to be done all manually. I have to save and export each PNG. Let's bring in Frothy Foffy, and we'll figure out who to combine him with later. And we'll take CEO. Oh, we got Frogget here. Tinfoil. He's not very... Oh, he's grass water as well. That's not great. I'll take this guy in the meantime, just to get to Lieutenant Surge. But I think the ghost type, having the ghost type would be great. Maybe if I make him a ghost normal type? No, it's in dark type moves still. Like, ghost type moves. If anyone has a ghost type move, we'll be fine. Rob, have you heard of this new creature collector called Card Me? It's Pokemon, but is gacha summoning for attack moves. Like, I'm assuming not actual gacha, but like... You know. Oh, why is that sound effect so loud? I'm assuming in-game gacha. Now make every shiny Sheldon? That would be really funny. I would love to do that. Probably actually gacha being a mobile game? Oh, then no, I don't. If it's a mobile game, I'm not touching it. Sorry. There's a bunch of creature collecting mobile games. Not mobile games, gacha games coming out. And all of them look just... It's like, oh, it's very cute, and there's anime characters running around, which is fine. And there's also cute little creatures, but it's always like... There's always going to be some way of pay to win. Especially with the creature capturing game. Like already in games like, I don't know, Genshin Impact, Star Rail, whatever, you're paying for power. That's just the long and short of it. You're paying to get better characters, you're paying to get better items. You can even pay to get just level ups. You can essentially pay for rare candies. So it's always like, where's the balance? So they have to make the balance easy enough so free-to-play players can complete the game or risk having people immediately quit. Or... Actually, no, that's it. That's the only way these games generally do it. Or they make it hard and just hope that there's enough whales to keep it going. Or whatever. I don't know. I can't multitask and think at the same time. There was a mobile Pokemon clone called Nexomon, had horrible catch rates, so they could charge you $1 for a Nexosphere to catch mons. Yeah, that's already like... It's like, oh, they got rid of that in the Switch/PC port. I don't want to support that company. Why would I support that company? You had $1 for a Pokemon ball? No thanks. I have no potions. Oh, because I probably have a bunch of fresh waters, actually.
Bazinga!
Didn't the Rick and Morty one also do that?
I actually wanted to ask about Nintendo wanting all Switch 2 versions to drop the Switch 2 version name and have stuff like Definitive Edition instead. Is it just me or is that kinda dumb? Like the version is literally on the logo of the box.
Like what's dumb? Are you talking that the people putting Switch 2 version is dumb, or Nintendo wanting people to stop writing Switch 2 version? I didn't see anything about that. If that's the case, that's... I don't know. I guess it's like... I guess it could be seen as like What am I trying to say here? It's not clear as to what the intention is behind that. For example, let's say a game comes out on PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Switch 2 at the same time, and they call that the Switch 2 version. Now, to some people, they might think, oh, that's the... that's a re-released version for Switch 2, as opposed to the Switch 1 version when the game was never on Switch 1. Maybe that's what they're doing?
I'm Glenn Quagmire.
How do you feel about your Sonic 2 video turning 2 years old next month? Also, do we have to wait another 10 years for Sonic 3?
You might have to wait a wee bit. I want to do a Sonic 3 video, but I'm working on that Sonic Unleashed video right now. That's the next video I intend to put out. Not counting quiz videos. So, will happen eventually. Also, I went back and looked at my Sonic 2 video, and it's weird looking at this camera. I went back and I looked at my Sonic 2 video, and the little bird is drawn so haphazardly. What do we think? Do we take the egg and use it? Let's go take a look at what that egg is, actually. Sorry, I'm not making much progress. This is a Nuzlocke, and I want to be careful everywhere I go. Also, I just want to talk to you guys, mostly. I actually want to scroll up to see what else people have been writing. Oh, Power World? I'm looking forward to the 1.0 release of Power World. I want to see what they do for that. Why we gotcha runting? Somebody brought it up! There's no need to specify Switch 2 edition, a game that already has Switch 2 exclusive box. I don't know, I didn't really... Bazinga. I mean, in my ZA video, I make fun of it. What was that? Thanks, Sentinel the Great. Oh, this egg doesn't have a custom sprite. You know what? Let's... I kind of want CEO to keep leveling up, to be honest. I think it's a Togepi, so actually I'm going to leave it in the box for now. Just for now. I might grab it later. Maybe I'll hatch it off stream, who knows. Oricorio. Okay. Oricorio would be great as a fusion Pokemon, but it would need to be the head. Because then, if you do the mission with the flower guy, you get the ability to change the first typing at will. So if you have a really strong secondary, like if I find a Slack off as the body, and have a Slacking Oricorio that I can change the typing of to benefit what I need, and always have that normal type stab, and then extra, you know, moves on top of that I can learn. So I bet Slacking can learn like Fire Punch. Pom-Pom Oricorio goes nuts. Just beat my classic mode run of this game I was doing with a friend. I love this game. I love it too. I've restarted this game, I think, like, upwards of 30 times. Most of those being in the Soul Link. But hey, after this next run of Pokemon Infinite Fusion with Neil, that we'll be doing at night, streaming it at a different time. The VODs have been going up on the VOD channel. I've got a special multiplayer version of Emerald that I plan on playing with him. So that's going to be fun. I probably shouldn't stay in against the flying type, seeing as I'm water fighting. Also, this thing's probably quite strong. Ground flying. Do I even have anything good against ground? I don't even have a water move. I guess Gargle. No, the ground typing. I don't think he'll know Bulldoze or anything. He's freaking Gligar. There's no way Gligar knows. Plus, I'm a psychic ground type. I'm not a freaking poison type anymore. You better continue arguing with Neil. Oh, I don't doubt it. We'll be literally in the same battles together. That's how it's multiplayer. Every single battle in the game is co-op. Every single one is a double battle, which is what I said should have happened in Scarlet and Violet multiplayer. I reckon a player should be able to run into an enemy trainer, and then the other player gets teleported to them, and they both fight the enemy trainer together as a double battle. Just make the trainers have extra Pokemon and, like, I don't know, do half the XP gain. Easy. What does remix mode change? Pokemon available that are not usually available in the Kanto region, and everybody's teams gets remixed. For example, Misty's an Ice type gym leader. Brock's a Steel type gym leader with like Mr. Mime and Steelix, which is not as hard as you think it would be. It's Steelix face and Mr. Mime body, which the way that fusions work in this game is the head determines the... More so, it's like leaning certain ways. It's not like, oh, it's a stat from this Pokemon, but it like is more influential. The head does HP, special defense, and special attack, whereas the body does attack, defense, and speed. So if you have, let's say, a Groudon... No, that's a bad example. What's a Pokemon with, like, very high special attack? Like, I don't know, Sylveon. You have a Sylveon and you have a Machamp. Taking the head of the Sylveon and the body of Machamp is the best way to do it, because you'll have the best attack from Machamp and the best special attack from Sylveon. If you do it the other way around, it's not going to be horrible, but the stats are going to be nerfed a little bit. A text box changes to accommodate that. The remix mode? Yes. At least the gym ones are, because they're set to variables. They're not set to actual, like, straight text. Like, Misty's gym will say, oh, she's the Ice type trainer. It even works in randomizers. Oh, that's a really cute one. Alton Buskin! What's up? I'm Alton Buskin. He looks like a character from, like, a platformer. He is going to die in one hit, though. I've been trying to remember by using Body Slam as an attack, and legs give you speed. So the hit is the other three stats. What about defense? I just always think of, like, the head is literally, like, special attack and special defense. You know, that's to do with your head. You know, you're brainy if you have special attack and special defense. Chip away. I don't know about that, man. I'm a special attacker. And I have light screen and reflect. That'll be great for the gym. Payback. Yeah, I'll learn that instead of constrict. Games Rob is finished since starting the Unleashed review. Minecraft, Sword Shield, Pokemon Unite, Katamari Damacy, Sonic Colors Ultimate, Bayonetta 2, Tide 2 for PS2, Scalar, Backroom Fan Games, Sonic Frontier, Sonic Superstar, FNAF Fan Games, Power World, Sonic 2, Scarlet and Violet, Binti, Sonic and Shadow Generations, Crash Mode Over Mutant, Winning Witch, Ratchet Clank, FNAF Fan Games, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Hey man, I can't help it. Those games were very important. I needed to do all of them. Captain or Pinhead emote in chat. Yeah, it threw me off for a second. Like, 10? What's 10? Okay. You know what? Bring in the CEO. He's here to battle. Is it bad I thought Quizartico Inc. had a Jirachi for granting the wish they promised for reaching the top rank? That would have made sense. That would have made sense. They had a Jirachi, and then you got to choose your wish via Jirachi, but I suppose it makes a lot more sense that they do not have a Jirachi, seeing as they are just a company. Then again, they had a Magana, so, like, I don't know. I don't think either of these guys are gonna be particularly troublesome. Of course, my moves do genuinely nothing to these guys. That works. Now I gotta worry about Puke Ran. Okay, it's got counter. I'm just gonna keep hitting the guy on the left and not the guy using counter. I just realized each time you show stream footage in this year video, I'm like Leo DiCaprio pointing at the screen because I'm in chat a lot. Swap out to special attackers, please. The very last video you posted will be the end of Sonic Unleashed. Well, hopefully not. It's gonna be the next video, I hope. The next review. That's actually perfect, as long as he doesn't have Mirror Coat. Look at that, I don't even get hit by the ability, which does damage based on how much you did. Draining Kiss, Confusion. What does Helping Hand do again? Gives you a Helping Hand. No, it powers up your ally's move. You see it in competitive, actually, a fair bit. In the original like games, it's practically useless because no Pokemon really have like what am I talking about? No, because there's barely any double battles. Even in the generation double battles were created, there's barely any. So there's essentially no reason to ever create a doubles team in Generation 3. And I wish Pokemon, in order to train people for online, would create a mode where all battles are double battles. Not wild battles, obviously, but like trainer battles. Would be great. The problem I have with like new Pokemon games doing that, I think Temtem is always double battles, but it's like I don't understand Temtem's systems to start off with. So it's immediately difficult to get invested off the bat. Because like I don't want to spend the energy differentiating what is different between this and Pokemon. Guys, why are there so many bins in chat? You know, that's fine. I'm sure Twitch sees it as like engagement. I don't know why I didn't use like Arm Thrust or something. Perish Song on Magieel! Probably an egg move for Seal. I didn't know Dugong learns Perish Song at all. Dude, if they had brought out like a Wobbuffet after that, and I'd stayed in, that'd be quite upsetting. What is this? Fairy Ghost. Fairy Ghost, Fairy Ghost. Do I have anything good against Fairy Ghost? No. I genuinely don't. Well, that's fine. You should have added a counter each time you mentioned Game Keycard in the vid. I really wanted that to be like the end of the video when I screamed Game Keycard. You can tell, because I start talking immediately about the DLC after I say Game Keycard. Is my... Hang on. I think my webcam is a little messed up. I may have a filter on it. I do. There we go. No wonder my forehead looks so bright and shiny. Also, my mouse keeps doing this weird thing. I had to turn off, you have to turn off, like, a setting on your mouse if you want it to, like, every time I stop using it for, like, more than, like, a couple of minutes, and then I start using it again, it suddenly has high, like, sensitivity, and then it lowers back to what I've set it to. It's like it has to remember what I set it to, which is really frustrating. So you have to turn off, like, onboard memory, or turn on onboard memory. And now, for some reason, my speed is higher than it was before. That's very strange. What's the speed? What's my mouse's... Hang on. Why do I always have to sort this out on stream and not just... Sensitivity, DPI, I'm on 800. Okay. Turn onboard memory on. Now change my sensitivity. I can't even figure out how to change it. I'll do it later. God, why do they gotta make Logitech gotta make their shit so fucking complicated? I used to use Razer mice. I really liked the MMO mouse. Because I would play, like... you know, like, when I played, like, let's say Overwatch. Or even something like Gasp, League of Legends. Am I playing on easy mode, or am I playing on... No, I think I'm playing on... Yeah, no. Refrigerator hasn't even been in battle. I'm definitely playing on easy mode. The only thing easy mode does is give you EXP all, which is actually very helpful in this game, specifically for Nuzlocks. Because you don't feel over-leveled, because there are level caps. Wow. But Razer mice are really bad. They break so easily. I had this mouse. It's a G703 Lightspeed. Because I would use the MMO mice, because, like, if I was using it, I forgot to finish my thought before. There was, like, 12 buttons. I could put all 12 buttons to something on the, you know, like, if I was, like, playing a game. I hate using, like, E for an ability in, like, a first-person shooter. Like, if I'm playing Overwatch, and I want to use Tracer's Recall, you know? I don't want to hit E, because it takes too long. I just hit a mouse button. Or Shift, you know? So I have these two mouse buttons. I wish there were more mouse buttons on this. Or that Logitech still made an MMO mouse. But the Razer mice, I bought like 3 or 4, and they all broke within like a year. It's ridiculously how bad those mice are. And it was always with the clicking too. Like the clicking would just start either double clicking or not clicking, or the scroll wheel would start fucking up, or even the laser would start fucking up. They're cheaply made. They're not very good. I had one Logitech mouse. A wired one. The same was a G703 Lightspeed. Not Lightspeed. I think it was just G703. Wired. Used it for like 4 years. Never had a problem. The only problem I was starting to have with it was the scroll wheel. And it was only slightly not working very well, so I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to buy a new one. And I've had this wireless one. It's been perfect. Never had an issue with it other than with the software, which is kind of annoying to use, but that's, that was it. That was all. You know what? I should probably use Rock Smash instead. If I'm going to get a Pokemon from this town, it should probably be via Rock Smash. Because that would be a better Pokemon than Goldeen. Because I've already got a Magikarp, so duplicate claws. Do I not have Rock Smash? Who has Rock Smash? Somebody in my team. Sorry, I haven't been reading chat while I went on my gaming mouse escapade. Sorry, let me check who has Rock Smash, just so I can... Nobody has Rock Smash. Interesting. I'll just teach it to a Pokemon I don't plan on using for a while. I'll be back for you, Tea for these nuts. The Poke Radar. Right, we got that. So I can plan with Drifloon. I could do a normal type if I really wanted to. Oh, he's not even able to use Rock Smash? You mean Rockruff can't learn Rock Smash? Are you kidding me? Who would be able to... Maybe Greasy Lizard, I would imagine. Oh wait, Greasy Lizard can't learn Rock Smash, right? He's a starter. Yeah. That's right, Greasy Lizard. You learned that Rock Smash. Any opinions on Triple T being on Fortnite? Who's Triple T? Queen the Trock Tronson. I heard he was in Fortnite. Oh, here we go. Here's our encounter. It's a nothing! Why am I having problems with Shelter? I put all the things. This only started happening after I accidentally selected yes to download new sprites. I think what it must have done is catalog all the sprites that had new sprites, but then not download them until I guess I'll turn on downloading sprites. I guess. I don't want to though. I'll just use a different Shelter sprite. It'll be fine. Greasy Lizard can do a bit of damage to this. You know, being bug water type is not bad either. Resists fighting. Nothing super effective against fighting, but like with speed boost, not bad to like if we have something for that. Wow. Wow. What happened? Why there's so many blank ones? I'm gonna call him Wowza. Free cable. Free cab. Wowza. Free cab. And we get the glitched mask. No. I'm not gonna put on the bad egg outfit, thank you. I am gonna get the pickaxe at the back there so I don't need a rock smasher on my team at all times. First Pokemon core bit for any fusion. Does it help with double Pokemon Court? With double Pokemon Court? What do you mean? This game doesn't have auto rock smash? Damn. I have, Geodude. Nah, I don't need Geodude. I don't have auto rock smash in my game, but it's... I also don't put 40 rocks in a row. So, like... Wait, why was there a Shelder in the rock? I just realized. Because I've been playing a randomizer for so long, that didn't even, like, come off as weird to me. Why was there a Shelder in a... I put him there? How? How did you put him there? Because you touch yourself at night? That's not... He was buried? Buried where? How? He's a shell clam. There's been no other Shelders so far. Slowking reference? Because King's Rock? I get it. Maybe? This is so weird. Maybe he was blown out of the sea from a bad storm? Maybe? Rare prehistoric fossil Shelder? Just, it's weird that we haven't seen another one. Did I get lucky with the 1% Shelder pick? They entombed him in a rock for his crimes. What did he do? He didn't pay cab fare. That's what happened. He didn't pay cab fare. He said, wow, free cab. 15,000! Woo! I'm glad I did not sell that bomb mushroom. I don't have a fire water type, sorry, bud. How does this game's New Game Plus work? I don't know, I've never gotten there. The furthest I've ever been is up to Zap Molkuno. And I lost to it. Because I was not prepared for it at all. And that was years ago. So I've improved as a gamer since then. In fact, with our recent Soul Link, I beat Zap Molkuno with only one casualty. Technically one casualty. That was also because we were doing a randomizer, so I had a Noivern Porygon Z by the first route. Because Neil doesn't know what balance is. Largest Magikarp by the end of the day. I'd rather not. Wasn't that meant to be a Water Stone? Improved as a gamer, lost to Misty for overthinking instead of brute forcing. Well, the thing was, even with Misty, I would have lost to Pokemon if I brute forced. But also, there is a semblance of randomization to the fight. Did I get the ticket? Did I get the thing I needed for that? Hang on, I'm barely paying attention. Okay. Can't believe Rob complimented Sonic Forces in the ZA vid. He really has changed. You're right. But it was still a diss. It was a nig, as people say. I've been there. I'm making sure I do everything. It was a negative compliment. It was like, wow, Sonic Forces. I bet many games don't look as attractive as you with such greasy hair. That's a quote from The Big Bang Theory, except take away the Sonic Forces thing. Why are you even in the game, man? Probably for the move Last Resort, I guess. I guess I'll go catch a Pokemon in Diglett Cave, but I'll grab some Pokeballs before that, actually. Imagine Sheldon playing Sonic Forces. I wonder what Sheldon would think of Sonic Forces. He's more of a Nintendo guy, anyway. Oh, I've got 10 balls. I'm all good. I've actually thought about doing another video on Sonic Forces just to see how I feel about it. In like a reviewer way, but I don't think much has changed, to be honest. Because I've had to play Sonic Forces a bunch. And I never have a good time. I need to come back here with a cut. Wow, a Diglett! I would have never expected that here. Uh-huh. You know what? I will confuse Ray just to get him maybe hitting himself a little bit. Just release the same video again. I'll just redo the live action bits. And my voice going up by 3 octaves. Nobody will ever guess when it switches over to the gameplay. The mole Pokemon. I'll call this guy Sheldon. Just because we were talking about him. Are you kidding me? I catch a Diglett and I immediately run into a Dugtrio? I can't even get away. He's so fast. This isn't even because of the arena trap. It's literally just because of how fast he is. Wow. Alright. You know what? I don't want to catch a Pokemon here right now. No, I've gained a Hoot already. It should be fine. Scraggy! You know, that's not bad. You do with the Scraggy. Scraggy gets shit skin, which is good. So he does have shit skin, is what we've learned. Probably should not use... What I'm gonna do is try to at least get one turn of, like, sleep so I can catch him more easily. Hopefully he doesn't immediately... Okay, you know what? I'll just throw a ball. Call him Shaggy? I'll do you one better. I'll call him Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue. We're on the road again with each other till the end. I'm gonna sing the song all night long. Sort of PC. Shaggy. Hang on, how am I gonna write this? Shaggy. And Scoob-Doo Get a Clue. Yay! Refrigerator is evolving! This might be our spore right here. A Scraggy's genes dead skin like a snake or a lizard shitting? Yes, that's what it is. Cool. Parapede. Neato. Really? Why did it do this? I might have to just reinstall the game to fix the imported sprites. Because the moment the game asks you if you want to download sprites, if you click yes and then turn it off, because like, oh, I didn't mean to do that, it just, for some reason, removes all the sprites you've downloaded. Well, it doesn't, but it also doesn't count. I don't understand why it does that. Oh, I already have Spore. Shit. Okay. Cool. Protect Poison Tail Bug. Honestly, I think this is a bit of... I don't need Iron Defense. Cool. So we might actually use him in the fight. Just to set up. I can Spore and then have something else set up, I guess? I don't even know what would be setting up. I don't think I have any moves. I'm gonna swap out Greasy Lizard. So we've got Scraggy there. We've got all the Pokemon we can at the moment. The question is, what do I need for the fighting type gym? Parasect the Kyogre counter in Gen 4 Ubers. You know, the bug typing is good. I did say the bug typing is good. I'll keep him in. I'll keep him in for now. I think having fighting type... I mean, having Intimidate, though, is actually really nice. I'll have access to 3 Pokemon. Yo, thanks, Cruel Carthul. For gifting a sub. Nuzlocke? Indeed, Diglett the Goglet. Probably just need Mr. Mindblow and upgrade to Confusion. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because we can take 3 Pokemon with us, I think. So I think Gargle Saltwater comes in, uses Reflect immediately, has Draining Kiss to stay alive. We've got Fairy Poison just to absolutely demolish fighting types. With more Draining Kiss and Encore. And then we could have a Spore user if we really needed to. Like, I think we've got a pretty good team at the moment. For him specifically. Love to stick around, but I can't bear to stay at my desk at the moment. I shall go and watch your video, eat pizza, and probably sleep. Goodbye, Kiwi. Enjoy the video. I'm gonna get some gamer subs sent to me. I wonder if I've had any sales since I uploaded that video. I can actually check. I can check what the sale is. I can't see who bought it, but I can see when it was sold and what they bought. which actually might help me in the future. I can see what people buy and then like promote that specific product rather than just saying, buy gamer subs in general, yippee! How close are you to personalized cups goal? No idea. I've stopped looking because it doesn't really make sense to. They'll notify me when I get to it. So essentially what I need to do is earn 2,000 sales worth in a year, which means 2,000 tubs worth. Not just 2,000 sales of free sample cups. Free samples. Oh no! I put it upside down. Now the battery's getting everywhere. I think I got close on 1 year. In fact, I think it was the first year, and I think every year since that, everybody's been like, well, I've got my gamer subs now, I don't need to buy any more. And my channel grows very slowly. So like it makes sense that I wouldn't have a bunch more. Because gamer subs last a while. You get 100 servings, so it's like, I don't need to buy more. For like, I mean, it depends how much you have it or how much you bought to start off with. It does take a while to finish it all. I don't recommend buying like 4 tubs and then opening them all at once though. If you do buy multiple tubs, open them one at a time, drink them one at a time. Because if any moisture does get inside it, it'll ruin the drink. You can still have it, but once it starts smelling, you'll know when it goes off. You can still have it if the moisture gets inside, but once it starts smelling bad, you'll know. Usually that takes a long time, but if you have a lot of it, the bottles do last a really long time, so. Just because there's so much value in every bottle. Anyway, Kalia, Neil would go crazy for this one. Because Neil's a weirdo. Ugh. Oh yeah, I was gonna check. Nah, I'm not gonna bother checking. I just promote it, and if I get sales, I get sales, man. It'll sound. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna swap to someone who can deal with all this. Preferably a grass type Pokemon? You are bug poison. I do not keep any grass types on my team. I guess Dunkachino is what we're doing. Cool. Cool. Looks like it'd fit the Lopunny clause. If we end up doing another run, I'll write up a new set of rules. I have a cool idea where we, after every, like, gym battle, we battle each other. There's actually a system in this where you can save your team as a code and fight other codes, like, as AI trainers. So that'll be neat. That'll be fun. And then whoever, like, loses the battle, or if anyone loses a battle, this guy really does have just, like, got a binary fusion, I probably should swap. Oh, if only my water fighting type was here. Rats. I've only got one attacking move? What am I doing with my life? Yeah, like, if you guys want to fight my team, you can. Like, if at any point you want to fight it, like, I can just go get the code, and then you can put it into your game. Would have been really fun to do with my Boom Burst Pokemon. You seem to be forgetting, Pagon, that I am still faster than you. Not if I get paralyzed. Alright. I'm swapping. I hope this thing doesn't keep Fury cutting. And my CEO would deal with them anyway. Oh. Held a message for reason smart detection. Is someone offering to do an animation? Love to make an animation on this Nuzlocke. If you need any extra artist help, let me know on Twitch. It's very nice. I know animation is too expensive. I wouldn't be able to purchase any animators. Well, you know what I mean. Not purchase any animators. Hire any animators. But if you ever want to make content out of my content, like if you ever want to do a stream highlights or an animation or anything like that, you absolutely can. I've said this multiple times. Always allowed to do that. I'm not going to try copyright strike you or anything. Like, just recently, Rella Ruiz did a stream highlights video for my Resident Evil 9 run. And he was really good. I enjoyed watching that. Get rid of Confused Ray, I guess. Now that I'm Haunter, I might actually be fast enough to warrant using Encore. Not really. But whatever. Gonna work for free? There's no way. There's no way! There is just no way. I feel bad anyway. Animators, please make my animated videos for exposure. I mean, if you want to do any animations, go for it. All the VODs are available on YouTube. Yeah, again, I ain't gonna stop you. I love seeing, like, I've watched YouTube poops from people, compilations, funny moments. Is this a wild Pokemon? Oh shit. I gotta go. Win, lose, or draw. Just finished the ZA review. Good stuff. Thank you. Did you guys like that I added on the, I hope he doesn't have a ground type move. That would be very awful. Oh, it's Magnus U9. Oh god. I'm dead. He's dead. Holy crap. CEO of 6-7. Thank goodness for the Onyx terrible attack stat. Also, that Abfable that's a really cute sprite. I don't even know what I'm swapping into. Holy crap. 6-7 really ate that magnitude 9? Heal you full heal? There's no healing, man. I'm not allowed to heal in battle. That's a big rule. Not being able to use potions in battle makes the game go from, like a Nuzlocke anyway. Once you've done a few Nuzlockes with potions, swapping to doing no potions it makes it an entirely different experience. You actually have to, like, strategize before a battle. And yeah, I'm not on the length of, like, I couldn't do like a really big you know, ROM hack that focuses on difficulty. There's no way I could. But doing like a regular game with no healing is a lot of fun. We tried doing it with Pokemon Platinum, and it's very hard. Platinum is one of the harder ones to Nuzlocke, especially with no potions or anything. At least in my opinion. Oh, there's Psybeam, that'll work. And Infinite Fusion has been around for a long time. I don't know how they haven't solved the music looping problem. I don't think they are planning on fixing it. Okay, this guy's also ground type, but I think I can kill him in one hit because he doesn't have sturdy. Renegade Platinum is near impossible without potions. I mean, people do it. People do run and bun without potions, right? It's just some people are on a completely different level of playing Pokemon, but like that to me gets to the point of being like unfun. Like I wouldn't want to do it in my spare time. As a stream, maybe, you know. I don't want to risk a crit. Yeah, I don't think they're planning on fixing the music looping problem, mainly because they're working on a different game, or they have people working on a... Like, I think this game is like kind of... This is kind of done, and the only thing they're doing is updating sprites. Maybe? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff they could do to, like, you know... There's a lot of tiles that aren't placed correctly, like with the wrong hitboxes, things like that, but... Swap. But it doesn't really matter all that much, you know? Try not to get caffeinated. You don't have to write in all caps, bro. It's okay. I read chat, don't worry. All the facial hair, you look good, man. Thank you, huge beard guy. That means a lot coming from someone with a name such as yours. It's still a... I can't grow facial hair, man. Shit-faced drunk Nuzlocke challenge. See, that's something I'd want to do. Caffeinated, however, doesn't do much for me. But being shit-faced, on the other hand, it's like playing Sonic Heroes while drunk. Am I ground type? Yes, I am. I don't trust this thing not to just explode. Aha! Haha! Soundproof! Didn't expect that, did you? He keeps using screen. Why didn't it work? Let's roll out, idiot. Sonic Hero stream where you got drunk was really fun. I don't even think I really got that drunk. Oh, shit. Well, at least I didn't do much damage. I'll just set up Reflect again, I guess. Cool. I would like to do that again, though. At some point, we'll do another hero stream. Oh, that's cute. Picking up trash. It's dead now. To be fair, you're mostly sipping the wine because you had to edit the TA video. Yeah, I took like a small mouthful every time I did die. I drank a fair amount, though. I think it was just because it was like over a long period of time. It's like over 3 hours, wasn't it? Nah. Sonic Chronicles with horse tranquilizer. That would make that enjoyable. I played a little bit of Sonic Chronicles when I was a kid. I don't remember. I think I got stuck somewhere. Like a couple hours in, I got stuck. I couldn't figure out where the hell to go. Why are you saying it's like asking a moderator to kick you? Diglett, you're having some weird takes this stream. I can only imagine it's like an actual Diglett using its nose to type. Oh, Arena Trap. Don't worry, C. Jiggy. I thought the horse tranks was a good idea. One day we'll do that. One day we'll do that. I'm sure. Isn't horse tranquilizer deadly to people? No, people... Well, anything's toxic if you do enough of it. Brother, if you don't know... Like, clearly it's a joke anyway. Like, you could say Sonic Chronicles with cyanide and I still would have laughed. We just take a little bit of cyanide. Not enough to kill us, just enough to feel the effects, you know? How much would that even be? You would just get really ill.
I'm Glenn Quagmire.
Thanks, Shaded Umbreon.
So watching enough Radical Soda will kill me?
Well, yeah, if you don't do anything else in the meantime, like if you stop breathing while watching Radical Soda. If you stop eating and drinking and... Never heard of ketamine? Yeah. Very popular drug, especially at like concerts and raves and things, as far as I'm aware. I've never actually done... I've never done ketamine. I haven't done weed. Maybe one day. But I don't think I'm missing out on much. Go to Rock Smash. Who needs Rock Smash? Oh, I just learned Detect and Protect, like an idiot. I don't really have any good. I could do some gambling. Few $1,000. I've got money to spare. This is like shitty blackjack. This doesn't actually... 10 of hearts, cool. You got 11, I'll hit. See, the problem is here, I could still lose, because a queen is worth 12, and, like, a king is worth 13 for some reason in this. Alright, I got an 18. We should be okay to stand. 17, still fine. And he stands on 17 for some reason. Okay, cool. That's a net profit of, like, $8,000. You get the New Zealand tax on the fun drugs too? I don't think any drugs are legal here. Oh! Thank goodness he didn't have innards out. Oh, that's really cute. That's a cute one. Oh, come on, man. That's what I was hoping you wouldn't use. It's alright, I got it. Why are people in NZ against legal weed? Because the people at the top are old, cranky people. Like right now, National is in charge. And they're like the conservative party. They're the Republicans of New Zealand. No, the Republicans in New Zealand are like the ACT party, which are horrendously backwards. But yeah, right now, we've got conservatives in charge, which is really just sad. They're doing a shitty job. You know, that's every government, isn't it? I don't think... I mean... We, in New Zealand, like during COVID, we had a lot less cases compared to other countries, especially like something like America, because they did such a good job locking everything down. And sure, they might have gone a little bit overboard at one point, people might say, but it fucking worked. I've never had COVID. Isn't that something? When someone has COVID in our household, they go isolate because like nobody else wants it. It's not like a cold where everyone's like, well, you're gonna get it eventually. It's like, no. It's rare enough to the point where, like, I don't want it. But now it's getting into a political talk about COVID. But I think if you can't talk about that sort of stuff, just general life stuff without it being labeled as, you know, political. It's like things that affect everybody. It affects your life. Okay, I'm on 18 again. Thanks. He's on 17. He's gonna stand on 17. A rare candy. Alright, cool. Still a net profit. And one more guy down here. I've never won before! Had COVID on a caravan holiday with my family. Suffice to say, none was spared. That's horrible. That's terrible. Being in a confined area with someone with COVID is like my worst nightmare, man. Well, maybe someone with like... What's it called? When your like body rots? The one that Jesus cured? Leprosy. That's the one. I know a lot of stories from the Bible, even if I'm not religious myself. I was Catholic. I went to a Catholic school growing up. So I know a lot of those crazy stories from the Bible. Yo, when Jesus killed that leprosy guy, that was epic as shit, bro. That's, I bet, how they talk in Catholic schools nowadays. Bro, when Jesus said, love thy neighbor, that was based. $11, $19, perfect, and he bust. He's never won before, he won't. This is the first time I've won all 3 in a row. Cool. Alright, so we can also get Venonat here, Drowsy, and Sandygast. The question is, what do I want? It was very epic when he turned water into wine. I don't think I want any of these Pokemon. Wait, isn't there like a rare one that appears once I've seen all of them, though? I think that's the case, so let me do that real quick. I'll just fast forward through it. Which means I can also get like extra XP while I'm doing it. Level everybody up. Oh, right, that's how the Poke Radar works, I forgot. You gotta actually use it again if you want to see something different. Don't hit me, bro! I meant to use Psybeam, I'm in fast forward. I just don't want to waste your guys' time with this. No, I don't need... Well. Sorry, Venonat, bro. So we just gotta see Sandygast and Drowsy now. Bro, did he just fart? At me? Yo, everybody's almost max level. While I'm doing this, I could actually grab some other Pokemon I plan on using in the future to level them up. Grab Leon, Resident Evil. Sea off 6-7 is fully. Grab Tifa's nuts. He's fully done. I'll keep Clefable for Hypnosis if I ever want to catch something, but Tinfoil, sure. Oh no, he's level 25. He's level 26. Cool. Oh, I have Spore on that guy. Whatever, Clefable's fine. I actually don't like being in this much of fast forward. I'll put it down to like not as much fast. Wait, it's changed. Oh, it's daytime. Hello, Oddish. What's up, brother? I'm curious what that Venonat is from. Like, is that a copy of an old TCG out? Does someone just want to draw Fearful Venonat? Could be. Oh, what do I want? Do I want Heal Pulse? There's not that many double battles in the game. There is an option to do double battles only, though, which might be fun. Swirlix. I like Swirlix. Swirlix just isn't very good, though. I'm just gonna keep seeing Swirlix. What am I doing? I still gotta see Drowsy. I gotta blow my nose. If I don't see any new ones soon. Is there a Voltorb around here? Well, there's Drowsy. That's cool. My slash is so loud for some reason. I don't need Twister. I'm not a special attacker, bro. Oh, that looks rare. That might be Clink. That was a Swirlix. Nice slash, more like loud slash. It really is. I don't know why it's so loud. It's so I'm glad I turned the game down quite a bit. That guy's why I get to it and then it just disappears. I gotta find one more before the secret unlockable Pokemon appears. I'm just gonna play on like the biggest patch of grass I can find. Yeah, go away, Drowsy. I gotta use Loud Slash, sorry guys. This is a big patch. Wait, no, there's a bigger patch over here. Cool. Alright. No. 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 What? I'm gonna play on normal speed. I don't know if it's like a time-based thing or it's steps-based thing or... Oh, Tifa. If it's anything like the old Poke Radar, the tile shakes are all red herrings except the shiny sprinkle. What I'm looking for is the one that shakes a long time. They did say that the one that shakes the longest is the rarest. I was one step! It was one step! Sorry, I caught all the clinks. Brother, can I at least have one? Then I'll have seen one. Then I'll be able to see what's new. Nothing happened. It really does not want me finding a super rare Pokemon here. Didn't I just walk through one of the... There it is! There's my Clinky boy! Now, in order to punish you for what you put me through, you're going to die. Wow, I only took 2 arm thrusts. It's not a TCG art either, that Sprite Eyes just fucked up an evil. The Venonat guy? Wait, doesn't Stockpile give you, like, double, like, sharply raising defense and special defense? Now that I think about it. Oh, it's Nincada? That is interesting. Do I want a Nincada? For the speed boost, also the Shedinja, the free Shedinja. How am I gonna... What do I do about that with my rule? Do I choose one or the other? Or do I just get both? Yeah, free Wonder Guard, literally. Both? What do you guys think? I think I get to keep both. I think that's a neat little reward for finding Nincada. Dark Ghost Shedinja was honestly cheating, in my opinion. Used it for a bit, it was just boring. If it's really boring, then I might not bother with it, but... I'll catch it for now. I might not even use it. The main thing I'm looking for is the speed boost, to be honest. Wonder Guard is a little... You know, obviously it's a bit busted. Maybe I'll, do a Pokemon challenges and just not allow myself Shedinja. He banned specific Pokemon for himself just because it's too easy. Like, I think... Some Pokemon like Salamence, but mainly ones like Blissey and Shedinja, I think he bans for himself. Just because it makes it too easy. Let's store it to the PC. Let's call him Crinkle. Good old Crinkle. And now that's every Pokemon on that route except for when it's nighttime, but it might also just be an Incada, so I don't know. Yeah, Dargo still is weak to Fairy, but it's kind of easy to tell when a Pokemon has a Fairy type move. Okay, the SS and time, I think. Do I need to change around my team at all? It would be good for me to find a Pokemon for Drifloon before the gym, though. So let's just check Pokerate. Okay, what do we got here? We got Ladybug, Sparrow, Psyduck, Mankey, Munchlax, Smeagol, and Bellsprout. Munchlax might be a good pick. It is strong early on. Munchlax to be super bulk, and if anything kills it aftermath as a nuke. Yeah, that's true. If it dies in one hit, that is. Having a normal ghost type is not bad. Means I can't get hit by fighting type moves. I can't get hit by ghost type moves. I think that's a good idea for to combine with Drifloon. Now, I know you like being asleep, Munchlax, but try not to enjoy this too much. You should stream on YouTube more. I've explained this a few times. I don't like having low-quality VODs, so I stream on Twitch, record it, and then upload it to YouTube. If I can get better internet, I'll probably start streaming on YouTube again, but only if I like the way the VODs look. I'll need to stream in, like, I don't know what the highest bitrate is to look good on a stream, like as a VOD, but the ones I always did never looked very good on YouTube. And I'm streaming like 6,000 bitrate, I think.
It's me, Munchlax.
Good news, everyone! 6,000 is the maximum of streaming sites? Yeah, I was thinking that. Uploads like 2 months later. I haven't been that bad. I've been uploading all the Soul Link VODs. Yeah, I found a Munchlax. I don't really need to do all the Pokemon here now. YouTube chat is usually full of minors, so chat there is hard. I'm sure there's plenty of minors in Twitch chat too. Damn it, I was hoping for the leftovers, to be honest. Rats. When we see Snorlax, we gotta make sure to catch it to get the leftovers. Or try to get the leftovers at least. We get 2 opportunities of catching Snorlax. I just hope that one of them has leftovers. They might have made it so they don't have leftovers, but... let's fuse him with Drifloon. So we want Ghost Normal, of course. It's gonna look so silly. What a guy. Come on! I hate that online downloading thing. Maybe I'll just turn on. Thick Fat's not bad. Essentially gives me 2 more resistances, rather than Aftermath, which will only happen if he ever dies, in a Nuzlocke, which is not great. If I kept him up until Zap Molkuno, maybe it would be okay, but they'd have to one-shot him. So I think I'm gonna go with the Thick Fat. And which would also be good against Zap Molkuno. Plus defense, I'll just go neutral. Sure, I'll take minimize. I've got the feeling he's not going to be a very good special attacker, so I should have really kept tackle on him, but whatever. We're going to head into the SSA, and I will probably swap my Pokemon around once we get in there. Or at least once we start fighting, like, strong trainers. I'm a little bit worried that I'll be leveling up these Pokemon in my team, and then I'll do something stupid, and because I've been leveling up these trainers instead of, these Pokemon, instead of just using my strong team, I'll lose a battle and have to restart. One fine day with a wolf and a purr, a baby was born and a caused a little stir. Something, something, a three-eyed cow. Something, 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 cat dog.
I'm Glenn Quagmire.
Glenn Quagmire, he's here? Call that old man ugly? I wouldn't do that. Who's been teaching you your manners? You're doing a bad job. Also, that's a really cute sprite. Just thought I'd mention that. That one is too, but I specifically pointed out the last one because I really liked it. I love the joke trainers in this. There's a few trainers based on, like, I don't know what I don't even know why I started talking there. I've got nothing to say. I know there's a trainer based on something that I remember in the back of my mind. He said something, and it was a reference to something I know. Yay! It's evolving into a still very bad Pokemon. I'm waiting until this evolves into a Sylveon. Yes. That's as cursed as it gets, man. My goodness, he's naked! Oh, we have a level 26. The bug water type. Oh, good grief, that's it. That's what he says. I really wish I had Aqua Tail or something right now. Well, I mean, if I'm gonna get critical hits like that, it doesn't even really matter. Cloud Slash coming in. Wow. Okay, didn't kill. Dealoom. That's actually quite a strong Pokemon I have here. It's not bad. A Pokemon that doesn't evolve combined with an already evolved Pokemon. Didn't expect that for a random trainer. Swearsy. Oh, this is gonna be XP. Free experience. Thank you. Alright. Who else can we level up? $26, $26, $26. I suppose it depends who we plan on using later on. Having this Yanma would be helpful, because he is my shiny, you know. So we'll just swap the Yanma with the Yanma. I'm a little bit on the weaker side when it comes to battling, but you know what? Actually, I'll swap out Dunkachino for a stronger Pokemon. Someone bulky. Dunkachino is extremely bulky, because he's fully leveled, and he's got Light Screen and Reflect and Draining Kiss, so, like, he's kind of an all-rounder. Patreon or Ko-Fi? I have a Patreon. I've promoted it a few times. I promote at the end of every YouTube video. It's there as one of the end cards usually. I think I mentioned it at the end of the ZA video, but like that's at the end of like a 3-hour video, so not everybody gets there. That's a really good sprite. It's a really cute one. I should just use chip away, it'll do more damage. Again. Magitek. He looks so happy with himself. Tackle. I doubt it, but if you can rebattle, that's great for grinding. That's true. That's true. Actually, let me check. The Chansey, I'm assuming you were talking about? Which was this guy, right? There it is. Cool. Alright, if I need to grind, I know where to go. Stuffed net. That's another cute one. Damn it, I was hoping it'd be bug type. All of these things are ending up being poison type and it's throwing me off. Oh! And it is flail. I'm gonna leave it on like... Ugh. Alright, I'll arm thrust. That way. Okay, I forgot that it... Oh! It still did no damage, okay. Nice bide, idiot. Sure, you can learn around. No, you can't learn around. Why would you ever... no. Leech Seed, though. You're not exactly a tank, brother. But it might come in handy instead of Confuse Ray. I had faith. Unfortunately, Tifa does not have guts, so this does not help things. Okay. This is where my ground typing does not come in handy. Oh! It's got fucking refrigerate. I knew this would happen. Hang on. No, I'm not a ghost type. Here we go. We got a ghost type right here. Easy peasy. Wait, no, it's ice type. What am I doing? It's an ice type thing. Whatever, it's fine. Ominous Wind. Okay, at least they can use payback next turn. We're fine. We're fine. Munchlax is strong. He's a strong boy. Oh, Thick Fat too. Right. Okay. Hang on. A butterfly is flying in here. He left. Ugh. Free butterfly. Ugh. It feels like it's been like 4 hours. It's been an hour and a half. Whew. We got some new stream memes in the Discord. Why does it look so high quality? How did you... This thing's gonna have flame body, isn't it? No, alright. It's me pogging, but why does it look so high quality? Does my stream actually look like that? I thought my stream was always kind of like low quality. Like at best, it was like a 720p video. Maybe it's because it's a pixelated game. It's just easier for the compression. Hey, that's not bad. I do have to ask what you guys thought of Legends EA yourselves. Because as I said in my video, there's a lot of negativity around it. A lot of people saying Arceus was a lot better. Whereas I couldn't even get through Arceus, which was weird. I don't think ZA is great by any means, as I said in my video. But, like, I don't think Arceus is better than it. Then I never played it. I enjoyed it a lot, but I'm easy to please. Hey, nothing wrong with being easy to please. Enjoyed it a lot. Ooh. Shell ass? This is shell ass. I'm afraid it just looks like shell ass. Story was boring, gameplay was okay, but Arceus was better for me only because of the concept of Sinnoh in the past. See, that's the problem that I had, because I played Sinnoh, the Sinnoh games. Playing Sinnoh in the past didn't freaking matter if it didn't actually look like Sinnoh and the routes from Diamond and Pearl. What's the point of making a game based in the past of a different game if it doesn't look anything like the same region? That's what peeved me off about that. The characters look fun, but they recycled way too much. Oh yeah, you fight the same trainers over and over again, and even in the DLC, they didn't bother making new trainers. They just said, hey, fight the same 5 trainers again. Oh my god, this Paris locked me in. Played about an hour of the DLC and said nah. So you paid the $50 for the DLC and then said nah? Wow. That is rough. Fair, but I thought it was pretty fun to go, oh look, that's what Spear Pillar looked like before it broke. Yeah, I mean, that's like one thing though. I would have loved to see it like the actual routes remade into an overworld. You know what I mean? Which, despite what people seem to think about Pokemon, would not have taken that much effort. Ow. Oh, emulated the whole game? It's burned enough with BDSP? Yeah, if you bought BDSP, you deserve a free game. Be real with that one. I feel like if you view modern Pokemon games with a logical but still optimistic perspective, you end up saying we're so close, maybe next time for like 30 years. Yeah, I don't doubt that Generation 10 is also going to have that same issue. There's going to be something that they do in there where it's like, oh, this is a cool idea, but it was implemented very poorly. Or it isn't quite there yet. Body Slam. That'll be really good. Maybe I'll just get rid of Minimize. Sharply raises evasiveness, though. If I could get Rest, Minimize, I could be a stall guy. I don't really want to be a stall guy, though, so I'll get rid of Minimize. Gonna check. Raises both its defense and special defense. This move can be used 3 times. So it's like cosmic power then? It doesn't raise it sharply? I'll just keep amnesia for now. Ella disc. Yeah, I know Stockpile has Spit Up and Swallow, but I'm not getting those moves apparently. Apparently I don't have access to those moves. I need to get the gym badge to get that Pokemon. Gotta go, see Miss Sodaberg. Hope you get weed in New Zealand. I don't need weed. I don't need weed to be happy. Or to have fun. I'm still on the side that open world Pokemon is a bad idea. It messes with the balancing of the games, and we all know they cannot fill that world with things to do. See, the thing, open world Pokemon is an amazing idea. It's just they suck at making games. We gotta remember that. It's not the idea that's bad, it's the execution that's bad. I know I get leftovers here, do I not? Oh shit. I gotta go back to the hotel. Before they cool down! Why not just get a fire-type Pokemon and keep it heated? Because that would be logic in a video game, which would take extra time to code, which is not really worth it for a little mission. And also would make the mission too easy then, in that case. Unless it was a puzzle. In which case, it was like... you know, that was the point of the mission. Like, that was the puzzle to be done. Like, man, if only there was a way to keep these cool. Now, he can teach Crabhammer to your Pokemon, but I don't think any of my Pokemon can learn Crabhammer. Oh, maybe, actually. Hang on a minute. If Gyarados can learn Crabhammer, that would be incredible. Damn. Alright. Honestly, the fact that they've started outsourcing to ILCA/Pokemon Company to make BDSP and stuff, could they maybe work with a studio that can make games better than Game Freak can? Well, the idea is that they make them cheap, right? Cheap and fast. So BDSP was made very cheaply and very fast. Because they literally just took the original Diamond and Pearl's code. Instead of taking the Platinum code and editing it for some reason, which I don't get. Because it's very easy to change, like, Pokemon spawn, where they spawn, and, like, what level, and what legendary is at the end of the game. It's not like it's gonna be... Despite that, it's just a bad decision overall. It just shows how, like, messed up their decision-making is. Now, I actually will want to get the, extra money. Because I don't have random items to sell, like golden bananas and stuff. So I'm going to do the waiting on the tables here. I realize that some people maybe haven't seen this because they haven't been watching the VODs of the Soul Link. There's a little game where you go and you take people's orders. An extra fossil, I'll take that. Yeah, there's Pokopia, which is getting very good reviews. There was Pokemon Snap, which also got very good reviews. Both companies are not Game Freak themselves. I think the problem with that is that, one, they're not making a Pokemon game. They're making a different game with a Pokemon skin, right? Like, we want a good Pokemon RPG. And the problem is we aren't getting that with Game Freak. We are getting good side games from other companies, such as Pokopia. That's Magneto. That's a good one. Swap. I'll give it another go. Why not? Come on. Alright, yeah, I don't want to trust that. I don't want to risk that. Say Sonic Boom, are you? Oh, Magnet Bomb, okay. Yeah, I'll use Payback. Fair amount of damage. Do that again. I'll stay in for one turn. Okay, that was super effective. I didn't expect it to no bite. But that's okay. I lived. Because I have huge defense from Munchlax and HP. So that is... I'm a Psychic type. Well, if he lived that, I don't doubt I can beat Omaleaf with. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the... Having Storm Drain would be really good. Armaldo just isn't gonna cut it. Oh, Pikmon is like a ripoff of a ripoff. Like Pal World was like... It was very clearly ripping off a lot of designs and like gameplay elements and things by just taking ideas from other games, slapping them in its own. Pikmon looks like it's going a step further upon that. Like, Pikmon does not seem to be... It doesn't seem to have any sort of, like, redeemability whatsoever. Okay, confit. Salad. I don't even know if the game will come out.
I'm Glenn Quagmire.
Glenn here. I came to tell the audience here that Radical Soda will be replaced by me.
Salad, Cinnabon, salad. Thank you, Rim Sleep. I mean, Glenn Quagmire. I think if I remember, she has the confit and he has the Cinnabar. Speaking of open world, what do you want the next fully original Sonic game, so not Shadow Gens, to be? I want Sonic Team to really attempt to make something crazy again. I want them to have, like... The problem I've had with recent Sonic games is that they start to feel really sterilized. In older games, they got a little bit better with the DLC for Sonic Frontiers, but especially in Shadow Gens, it felt like more of what we already had, and I'm still waiting to be wowed by Sonic Team. I'm still waiting for that next thing, even if it is a little bit buggy, even if it is a little bit loose with the controls and it's a bit weird. I want to see something that really surprises me from Sonic Team. I don't want to see another Frontiers-style game or another Generations game. I don't want to see Green Hill again. I don't want to see the same characters being used over and over and over again for the same stuff and the same sort of story. Frontiers didn't wow me, I think, because it was very clearly still piggybacking off of the Breath of the Wild craze that's been going on for I don't know how long. We got Skrillex, nice. I'll take that guy. Let's call him... Spoopy... Poopy. I think I want Sonic Team to really try to make an amazing to control Sonic. Like, you always see people making these demos, like it's often fan game creators, either for Sonic or a completely different like game that they're making, and the gameplay always looks really fun and fluid, and where those games tend to struggle is the level design. And that's because, obviously, they're not a team of, you know, veteran game creators making levels that for money. They're doing it for free in their own time. So oftentimes they kind of, you know, kind of fall flat after a while. Because, like, oh, it requires so much effort to continue making a free game with all these physics, and I have to work in level design and stuff, and it's very difficult. I'd love to see them make an amazing to control Sonic with amazing levels. Or even, like, what I would really like to see is a Sonic Mania level creator. Make Mania 2, but make a level creator in it as well, like Mario Maker. That's something cool. Or a 3D Sonic game with level creator like that. That'd be amazing. But I feel like Sonic Team doesn't want to commit to doing something like that. The problem is Sonic games have been budget titles for so long. Even Sonic Frontiers still feels like a budget title. And you can kind of tell that because there's no CG cutscenes in the game. They're all in-game cutscenes. This is a really cool sprite, by the way. The last game that felt like a AAA Sonic game was Sonic Unleashed. And you know what? Sonic Unleashed did wow me. The Werehog fucking sucks. But the daytime stuff, and, you know, it did wow me. It was like, whoa, Sonic is now this weird Werehog thing. It surprised me. And at least for the few couple, you know, few levels I was playing as the Werehog, I was having fun. Nowadays, I can enjoy it for what it is, but, like, definitely didn't work well with the speedy, fun gameplay of the daytime stages. But you know what I mean. I just want something that wows me. I don't want Frontiers again with a new skin. Again, the DLC did start to show me a little bit of promise. You know, it'll either happen or it doesn't. We'll have to see. I just want Sega to start believing in their, like, prime franchise at this point and giving them a bit more money to work with. Because I don't think they realize that when they don't spend the money and they don't spend the time and effort to make an amazing game, people tend to not buy it so much. And it starts getting bad reviews. Like, oh, hang on a minute. Sonic Superstars did badly? Oh my god, it must be the player's fault. Or they forget they kind of made a bad game. Same thing with Sonic Forces. They didn't want to commit to actually making a great game and instead fucked around with straight line levels. Then they over-promoted it. They said, this is going to be the best game ever made. And then it was the worst Sonic game to ever come out. Okay, what am I even doing? Reskin of Clue with Sonic characters? Now that's what we need. No, what we need is Sonic Fall Guys with horrible, horrible microtransactions. That's what we need. Oh wait, we can't just make Fall Guys with everyone's skin. We gotta do something to make it expressly Sonic. I know. We'll add dash panels and a homing attack. That'll do it.
I'm Glenn Quagmire.
I would love rough and tumble boss fight.
Yeah, comic characters would be fun to see. But, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Sonic Rumble annoys me because it's... They could have done something really cool with it. Made it actually have, like, Sonic physics and Sonic level design and... etc, etc. Ooh, Brick Break. That might be better than Arm Thrust, to be honest. But instead it is literally like... I looked at the gameplay. I haven't even played it. I could just look at the gameplay and tell that it just looks really stiff and unsatisfying to play. See, this is one of those things where I'm like... In my game, I wouldn't be able to handle having this in it. I would have to fix that immediately. And it has happened multiple times. And every time it happens, I fix it immediately. You're making a ROM hack? No, I'm making a fan game. Very different. Actually, I'll say I'm making a ROM hack so Nintendo doesn't strike me down. Damn, Ab Tank, those are some abs. I did the tutorial in Sonic Rumble, won the things. Saw that it's basically pay to win and then uninstalled it. It's not pay to win, is it? It's just pay to get the characters. Is it not? And skins. Like, they're just extremely expensive skins. Is it not? Big time pay to win? Paid characters earn more XP? Oh. Really? Doesn't surprise me. I'm sure Sonic Forces, the Sonic Forces game earned a lot of money. And that was expressly pay to win as well, with loot boxes and gambling on top. So that doesn't really surprise me. You literally pay to level up your characters in their game. Like, you gamble real money for loot boxes. It's like a gacha game. It's essentially a gacha game. Sonic Forces Speed Battle. Really, really sad what they turned that into. Because the gameplay was pretty fun. Just setting up for Gary. It was good that we leveled up those Pokemon in the meantime. Yeah, Sonic Runners was pretty bad too with its gambling. And the thing is, the gambling was so horrific that nobody wanted to pay for it, and hence the game failed. Sonic Runners was fun. It was a fun little game. But that's what it should have been. It should have been a fun little game. Not a microtransaction. Oh, no. Oh, that's not good. It's alright. It's just a porn yard. Damn it. Focus Sash Pawniard, what the hell? Really, bro? That's what you're gonna be like? OST to Runners was great as well. Yeah, it was. Hormy? What is this? Goomy? And Horsey? Oh, that's gonna be horrific later on. That's gonna be a Kingdra Goodra. With Kingdra's face, too, so it's just all the special attack with the bulk of Goodra. Oh, no. This is gonna be hell. Oh, no! Don't use Bide! Except we kill it in one hit, okay. Just Delmise. I can deal with that. Critical hit. Oops, didn't mean to press the button again. How about a Chowgun mobile game that has a dedicated team, then instead of adding a Chowgun to every new Sonic game, each game you can link your Chowgun account to send rings, animals, Chow drives, and whatnot? It's interesting, but Sonic doesn't create enough games for that to warrant. Like, by the time you've finished, like... By the time you've made the thing and had the first game to come out with that, then it's another, like, 4 or 5 years until the next Sonic game comes out. And by that point, the app may have died, because who's still using it after 5 years? Damn it. That's right, I was planning on swapping out after this. Sega is anything but consistent with Sonic, so... Solo V. What's this guy have as his thing? It'll be Dragonair, won't it? Or Dratini again. So I need someone who's good against Dratini. We've got a Fairy type, I'll send him in. Oh, setting up. Okay. Damn it, I can't use... I'm not going to use Encore, because that seems silly. And I don't want to use Hypnosis, because it'll probably miss. This thing is really sitting up. Okay, I can take another Hidden Power. Now I can take 2 Hidden Powers, I think. Okay, Store Power. Okay. That's fine. I should have sent in somebody else to kill in one hit. I didn't expect it to start setting up. That's my bad, Dunkachino. He was going to be so strong later on. Okay, somebody fast who can just kill it in one hit. Well, Tifa would be great if it wasn't paralyzed. The CEO of 6-7 is coming in, baby. Oh, that's unfortunate. Made a bad play there. Fucking Eevee, too. Immediately raises a special defense, and I have a ghost-type move like an idiot. For your physical defense. That was my bad. That was a really good Pokemon for the gym as well. I don't know why I ran back. Because I'm gonna have to come back here anyway, and then go back up to the guy. That's our first death, actually. Shit, and that was completely avoidable, too. That's my bad. That was really poorly thought out by me. We do have a Swirlix, though, that we could combine with something to create another fairy type, fairy poison type even. Maybe we'll go with that. I'll see what is available. Have you heard some of the whack changes in champions, by the way? No. Let me know. What are the whack changes in champions? Wonder what evolution he'll choose later. I want to go for, Sylveon. Just for the highest special attack. I need to change my clothing. Back to my good old Pidgey Nest, which is still my favorite hat. And then my clothes, which I will change back to... What was I wearing? What was I wearing? The pajamas, maybe? I gotta buy some different clothing. They don't let you kiss any of the characters? What? How could they make that horrible change in Pokemon Champions, bro? Want to take you ages to find a shiny stone? Yes. That's why that's why that Pokemon is in the PC right now. I could go Espeon, which would work fine. Which I have a Sunstone for. So it could work. But I already have a Psychic type with Gargle Saltwater, so... I was thinking the Fairy would probably be better. Like, we've got Spoopy Poopy right now, but... he's not exactly, like, the most insano, you know, Pokemon. What's here at night? Mankey and Smeargle. I'm gonna see what this... Seeing as I only need to find, like, 2 more Pokemon, I'll, check what we have here. There's just gonna be another Murkrow. What am I doing? Munchlax, I've already seen you, buddy. Oh my god, he takes so much damage. I just wanted the XP, man. This is gonna be another Munchlax. What am I doing with my life? Because there could be something good. Yep, Smeargle. Okay, cool. That's fine. Now we just gotta get that Mankey. Eventually. And then we'll see what the... see what the last Pokemon is. Oh, hero! I want to run a Smeargle on this eventually. It could be good. Like, you just combine it with something with, like, a good defense. Combine it with Shedinja. Wonder Guard Smeargle. Problem is I gotta find this Mankey before it gets daytime. I don't know if it's rare here or not. Oh, it's daytime. Crud. There's Pikachu. You got Swirlix Pikachu. That's a cute sprite. I don't think Swirlix Pikachu would be amazing, though. We don't have an electric type, though. Could have Lightning Rod. We'll see what else there is. Slurpuff does get Unburden as hidden ability. Okay, well, if I get an ability capsule, that'd be great. But I don't know where I would find one of those. Alright, I'll be back. I'm just gonna go to the toilet real quick. Let me let people know by putting it on as the text. I actually don't know what Swirlix even brings to the table in this game. Did you have a good shit? I did not shit. I'd still be there if I was. Why am I finding so many Smeagol's all of a sudden? Hey, Mr. Sodaberg, I'm watching a Legends Z... Oh, yeah, my diarrhea thing is still up. I'm watching your Legends ZA vid. Just want to know why you shadow drop your videos but don't advertise them on Blue Sky or Twitter. Honestly, it's just because I forget. You reminded me just now that I haven't posted it on Twitter. I'm unsure of, like... I'm unsure of whether or not that would even help the video. And maybe it would, in some ways. Hey, there's Mankey. Would I want a Mankey? It probably would help if I used social media a lot more to promote videos and to, you know, get my reach out a lot further. But I hate using Twitter, and I hate using just any social media, really. Just not a fan. I use Discord for the to let people know that I'm streaming and when a new video comes out, but that's basically it. It's not that, like, I intentionally don't use Twitter, it's just I don't like using it. So I often don't think about it. How did you get big on YouTube? Yeah. That's not how you should look at making videos. And it's not how I did to start off with. You make videos because you want to, and if you happen to grow big, that's what happens. That's the only way you should look at ever doing YouTube. See it as a hobby, do it if you like it. Don't go into it ever thinking that you're going to be making money or that you're going to get big or famous. Like, even now, my YouTube channel does not grow very fast. It's a very slow growing YouTube channel. Extremely slow. And I've been working on it since I was like 14 years old. But yeah, that's... And a lot of people who say, oh, I know how to... Like, Mr. Beast knows how to get big on YouTube. But I don't. I just make videos that I want to watch and go from there. I make videos for myself, mostly. Oh, shit, that's Slackoth! I could have had that on Drifloon! Oh, that's sad. Oh, shit, that's sad. Munchlax is good, but I should have waited. Speed boost. Slackoth. Swift swim Slackoth. No, speed boost would be way better. And arena trap Slackoth. Skill link Slackoth. Keen eye. Shed skin Slackoth. He'd be bug normal type. Are you running the no reversing / unfusing rule in this playthrough? Sure am. Doing YouTube to get big and round? Nah, man, we're asking how you got so fat. Slurpuff slacking, though, could be funny. That could be funny. I don't want to make the game too easy like I did with Boom Burst, Porygon Z. Love your vids, Radical. Thank you, CYGNV5. We could do Fairy normal type. It'd be so bad, though. It would be so bad. It would be funny, though. Spoopy poopy. But he would have freaking Sweet Veil. Nah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna remember that Slackoth is there and maybe catch it later. For now, I'm just gonna deal with the gym with what I have. I'm not teaching any of these Pokemon cut. I'm gonna grab an HM slave. Slacking with Wonder Guard, yeah. Normal ghost type, only weak to dark. That'd be messed up. When I had a Slackoth, he was just awful. Well, that's the issue. You had a Slackoth. You need to get Slack
I'm Glenn
King.
Quagmire.
Thanks, Little Wither. Listless Wither? Only fully evolved Mon and Pikachu will be official VGC, replacing main games. Of course, Pikachu is there. PP is nerfed. Yeah, I did see that. IVs are gone and Megas are the same speed tier as switching. That is an interesting change. The Megas being the same tier as switching. It means that, like Kyogre and Groudon, we now need to be more wary of their speed even more than they were before. But what's interesting is that I guess you can't have lower leveled Pokemon. That's what I'm assuming. You can't have a level 48 Groudon to underspeed a Kyogre now and Mega second to get your weather off. I'm making elixir. Too big mushroom. So Eviolite is just worthless now. Yeah, that's a change I don't like. I don't like that Pokemon. I feel like that wasn't a choice for balancing. I think it was a choice for laziness. They might update it later, but the fact that Eviolite is now no longer just an item, and now if you want to use, like, I don't know, Magmar or Electabuzz, you have to use their evolutionary equivalent, which is just not as good. Yeah, like Dusclops. There's Clefairy. Can't use Clefairy anymore. With String Guard. Eviolite. Less options is never a good thing. Like, what if I wanted to use the Rattata? You know, in Devastrat. Can't believe I said Rattata. Rattata. Eviolite Porygon 2. Yep, which is just better than Porygon Z. Prankster Murkrow. Yep. That's right, Scarlet and Violet. Murkrow was the only Pokemon with, like, Tailwind that could get it off consistently. It's just, Champions, every time I learn something new about Champions, it kind of puts me off of it more and more. It's like, oh, it's also going to be kind of pay to win, because you have to grind to get Pokemon. That people who, you know, own the games can just bring in Pokemon from other games, and also you can, which is like, that's fine, that's what I expected. But I also kind of expected it to be a little easier to get Pokemon, because apparently the grind is going to be quite horrendous. But what makes it worse is that you can't just get the Pokemon you want. You can't just, like, grind for the Pokemon you want and then buy it. You have to wait until it's available in the rotating shop, like a fucking Fortnite skin shop, which is so stupid. Will Champions require online membership? I don't think free-to-play games require online membership. Like, Pokemon Champions... No, Pokemon Unite does not require an online membership, I don't think. So I don't think you're required to pay for Pokemon Champions either. I'm gonna go get those red flowers, actually, in case I want an Oricorio later on. What was I doing up here? I was gonna do something. There he goes. I think we have to go... Oh, blue flowers on the other side of Mount Moon. Okay, cool. Wish I'd grabbed those before. Oh, and the quiz for the Rocky helmet. Right. I didn't even know it gives you a Rocky helmet. I just knew there was a quest up here. Sure, I'll fight you in a Pokemon battle. The problem is, like, the last free-to-play game that Pokemon made was Unite, which is horrendously pay-to-win. But not only just that, it's genuinely a very poorly made game. Maybe not the actual gameplay, but the menus make me want to kill myself. They are so slow, laggy, confusing, and laden with microtransaction ads everywhere. You have to go to 17 different menus to collect even like the most basic of rewards. There's loot boxes that are FOMO for like a day. There's so much content you can't interact with unless you pay for it. It's ridiculously overly bloated with garbage. Did I get the shears? Thank you for the ZA video. You a real one? Thanks, bro. Thanks, evil McBad guy. Pokemon Champions will suck by default. Always hated turn-based competitive. I think turn-based competitive Pokemon is very interesting. I think it's much more interesting than blasting through a regular Pokemon game with 1v1s. Double battles immediately create like a more interesting... Oh yeah, there's a thing right here. It's more in depth. That's why I want there to be a double battles like system in regular Pokemon. Damn it. I guess later, once I beat Lieutenant Surge, maybe. Unite is genuinely a walking corpse right now, honestly, and I enjoyed some bits of that. Is there an easy way to learn competitive Pokemon? Probably just learn via watching people like Wolfie, VGC. There's also... I mean, there's a lot of different things, but play Pokemon Showdown, really, is the main thing. Pokemon Showdown is great for learning. Even if you just play, like, randoms, you'll learn eventually, like, you know, what does what. But watching breakdowns of competitive Pokemon is probably your best bet if you want to get into, like, proper competitive play. I think I will try Champions for a stream and see how it works and how it plays. And if it's fun, I'll give it a go. I'll try to do some, like, ranked and stuff. I don't mind paying for, like, a battle pass for Pokemon Champions, or like a game like that, like a live service game like that. Don't mind. I don't ever mind paying for, like, a battle pass if it's worth it and if the game respects your time and money, right? For example, let's look at Marvel Rivals. I think that's the only game I've played, that I personally played, and don't say Deep Rock Galactic, because that game doesn't even have a paid battle pass, it's just free content, which is completely different. It's way better than anything else. Marvel Rivals is the only company I've seen that does a paid battle pass that just stays. Once you buy the battle pass, you can always use it. Which I feel like, no matter how pricey that battle pass is, if you think it's worth the money, Oh, wooden planks in Viridian City. Okay, I gotta go back there. You know that you'll have access to it. Unlike in something like League of Legends or Overwatch. Whereas in, especially in Overwatch, I feel like the Battle Pass is not worth the money you pay for it. Did I not get the note? I haven't even done the Team Rocket missions, actually, now that I think about it. Might beat Lieutenant Surge, see how I'm doing. And if I'm still doing well, I'll go grab that Azu back. Because I don't have an Azumarill or a Zubat at the moment, I don't think. Alright, where are these planks at? I think down here, right? Nope. They did say Viridian, right? This is Viridian City. Am I going crazy? Where were the planks? This is Cerulean? This is Cerulean. Where's Viridian? Slavina, Celadon, Vermilion. Oh, is it literally the... Yep, okay. I'm silly. I'm so silly. Oh, but I can grab those flowers from Mount Moon while I'm here. Haha! See, it wasn't for nothing. For some reason, I always think that the names of this game miss me up. I'll go give this guy his letter before I leave. Huh? I definitely didn't walk under those steps correctly. Hey, love balls. Nice. I'll take that. You'll never meet his friends along the way? Yeah, well, I went to the wrong town. I'm on the road to Viridian City. I'll meet my friends along the way. Wait, this is Cerulean. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm not meeting any friends. Looks like I got mugged along the way. Cerulean's rough. So I can go back to... Wrong... I don't know how I mistook a hotel for a cave, but apparently that's what I'm doing now. Competitive singles aren't as protect focused. Yeah, but competitive singles are also like... I feel they're also more sweep focused. Because it's even more 50-50 with singles. Hey! Shit, okay, an Oricorio! Oricorio slacking. Free changes of typings. Forced itself into one of my Pokeballs. Yeah, sure. Let's call it the Quing. Because they don't know what gender... Oh, I should have checked the gender before I said that. Well, the Quing anyway. The Quing Dynasty. Let's add it to the party. Hell yeah. Okay, so I can just interact with any colored flowers. Cool. It's a girl? Oh, okay. Oh, well, the Quing can be gender neutral. Maybe the slacking will be male. That's alright, though. You're allowed to like single battles. That's fine. I just think double battles are more, strategic. And more interesting to watch as well. Because with single battles, you have to take up a whole turn. Like your full turn to swap out as well. It often kind of leads to... battles being coin flips based on whether or not you switch out. Flip out? Well, if you flip out and attack your opponent, that'll also end the battle pretty quick. Do I have anything with hypnosis? I have Spore. Lochu. Gave up on Pokemon competitive when I spent a week training 6 cat Pokemon, went into a battle, got swept by a single Salamence. Then I looked at the calculations and such, and there's literally no way to win the battle, period. Well, that's like, you have to come up with a better strategy with, especially if you're going for something like just cat Pokemon. Because there's not really a lot of very good cat Pokemon unless you're talking like Mewtwo. Like with Wolfie, for instance, he tried to get to rank 1 with a pure bug-type team in Scarlet and Violet, where there aren't that many good bug-type Pokemon. Wait, there's a different Pokemon available here. Was it at night where Slackoth was available? What is that? Is that a... It's that fungus. It's, what's it called? Hello, Machop. Wait, no, there he is. Why is he here all of a sudden? Was that morning? It must have been, like, dawn. What's it called? It evolves into, that stupid... I always forget the name of it. It's got such a weird name. I need to think of it by myself, guys. There's no... Don't say it. I can see it at Shinotic, which evolves from... It's like Lungus or something. It's like Shimmy. It's I give up. No one even knew it. Moralol. That shit. Moralol. You said lol, and it immediately made my brain remember. You'd rather it be more skill-based rather than stat knowledge-based. Brother, if they weren't stats, it would be a very different game. Like, yeah, some Pokemon are just going to be worse than others. But some Pokemon generally are going to be really horrible and competitive, but usually you can make things work depending on what you need a balanced team. You could have a cat Pokemon. Having 6 is like just... That'd be kind of like playing, I don't know, Final Fantasy and making all of your characters white mages, you know? Or like... Like, I haven't seen the team, but I'm sure there's things you can do to have a better experience. Pokemon, as far as skill-based goes, there's a lot of brain power and, like, work that goes into winning these big tournaments and playing at a high level. It's not ever... There are a lot of Pokemon that are used often over and over again, but there's oftentimes you'll see someone bringing in a weird pick, something different. And they do really well because no one's ready for it, because everybody's like a meta slave, right? Like, a lot of people will slave to the meta. Oh, Incineroar. And that's more like Pokemon's fault for making such a beast like Incineroar. But some things you might think are bad turn out to be good, just in different ways. Like, Articuno was a horrendous Pokemon for competitive, and yet there was a meta where it was really, really good. This is gonna look quite horrendous, I feel. Oh, I am feeling so good. Usually lethargic and sluggish, I see that Oracle dances once in its lifetime. When it does this, the dance is so profound that even the spirits... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Dancer, definitely. It's already got a pretty good set of moves on it. Oh, I should have kept Pick. I need to level it up. Then Pokemon made Urshifu and destroyed the entire meta of competitive by rendering Protect useless. Yeah, they really messed up. With Urshifu especially. Alright, I'm gonna fight like a trainer over and over again. So I might as well bring in some Pokemon that need to level up. That Blissey guy would be good. So bringing in those two at the start would be great. Is everybody level 26 at this point? Let me just double check. 26, 26, 26. Alright, everybody's 26, so. Bring in some guys that I might use later. Oh, he's level 25 already. There's not much point bringing him in. This guy might be important later on. And actually, no, having a backup would be pretty good, just in case something happens and I'm not ready for it. If you love Alola, I don't care if you love Alola. I don't care if you love Scarlet and Violet or Galar. There's one thing I've always said in my Pokemon reviews is that if you like a game that I don't, or I think is trash, that's fine. You're allowed to like it. I wish I wasn't so critical. I wish I could enjoy things more. But once you get into like the mindset of reviewing games and looking at them objectively, it gets a lot harder to brush things aside, you know what I mean? This Pokemon's not going to be very good against Swarsea, particularly. Oh, Baton Pass. Maybe not. I'll swap to a Tifady's nuts, I think. As you said in Colors Ultimate, why was I born with a brain? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I don't do very good against that. Oh, wait, Night Slash. What am I talking about? By the way, don't forget the Mover Learner guy. He's broken his health. Right. I forgot about him. I will go back to him and see what he's got for me. Yeah! The Queen is evolving! Beefed up. Its heart beats at a 10-fold tempo, so it cannot sit still for even a moment. From their malice, it draws power from which to curse it. Oh, okay, this one doesn't have a custom. It's so funny that, like, Pokemon specifically made it so that Brute Bonnet can in no way, shape, or form ever get a speed boost from its, like, Beast Boost ability, whatever it's called. Isn't that what it has? Is that what it has? Or is it Photosynthesis or something? Yeah, its highest stat goes up in the sun, right? So they set up its stats perfectly so it can never, ever get a speed boost. Because its attack is just ever so higher. And then they put Fluttermane in the game. And Urshifu. Like, it's crazy. Fusion moves kind of work like egg moves in this. So if you were changing fusions, they keep old moves. That's how I had a Spore Clanging Scales on a Polytoad Altaria. What the fuck? That sounds busted as hell. You'd imagine a Pokemon game that takes place in Ultra Space? That'd be really cool. Just a full Pokédex of Ultra Beasts. They'd have to make new abilities, obviously. But, I don't want every single Pokemon to have fucking Beast Boost. It'd be hell. But that'd be cool. Or at least a game that, like, takes half place in Ultra Space or something. So we have 2 Ghost Normal types right now. Makes me wonder if we need 2 Ghost Normal types. Do you like any Pokemon games post 2013? I know you enjoyed ORAS. Yeah, ORAS is neat enough. Sun and Moon, like, I played it once. I tried playing it again, but it's a bit wordy and a little bit boring. I find the design, the route design's kind of boring. Story's also not fantastic, so it's not like that keeps me invested. Oh, Quilava. Okay, I was wondering what had changed. Oh my gosh. Oh. Slurzy! Why is it just brown? Why is it just brown now? What did they do? Oh, Slash will be better than Eokado, sure. I think it's because I tried Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. It's just I've already played the game once. So after you play the game a second time, it's like you know all the beats, you know, and it's not enough to keep you invested a second time, especially when you can't skip any cutscenes. That was the problem with Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, I think. Okay, it's got Giga Drain now, which is not great. We are growing at an exponential rate, though. Yeah, Sun and Moon were kind of the last Pokemon games. They were starting to go a little more routes or a straight line sort of idea. You can see the beginning of Sword and Shield in it, but it's still Pokemon enough to the point where, like, I would say, yeah, it's worth playing through at least once. Like, Sword and Shield wasn't unfathomably, horrifically horrible just from a straight up gameplay perspective. It was astronomically horrible for the Pokemon Company's billionaire, you know, product, which costs full price, which still felt like it was made in like 3 weeks with a ham sandwich. And then Scarlet and Violet was just like... That game was just broken, was the problem. I mean, the game itself, even if it wasn't broken, even if it came out as the Switch 2 version... I mean, there's still a lot of problems with the Switch 2 version, but... it still would not be worth the price, because I feel like it would be... You know, there's not enough content there to warrant... I don't know, the price, I guess? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I made a 9-hour video on Scarlet and Violet. I don't have to say anything. You just watch that. They need voice acting, and I want the Pokemon anime voices already. I love the Pokemon in the anime, and emoting with voices with even names is a huge difference. I disagree vehemently with that take. I don't think Pokemon needs voice acting at all. I think if it wants to do cutscenes that look like they need voice acting, then they need to do that. But, like, for example, in ZA, there were plenty of cutscenes which needed voice acting. Pokemon without cries and instead with anime voice acting? Fuck that. I had Pikachu and Sword and Shield and Eevee as well in that, and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Cringed every time I heard it. I hate the anime voices, man. I do not want to see out Bulbasaur and hear him go, Babasha! It's all I can imagine is a grown man or a grown woman standing behind the vocal booth when that happens. Let Pikachu say Irla and be done with it, man. There's also a lot of really cool Pokemon cries. We would never have Kricketune going dealy dealy whoop if it wasn't for the cries. Imagine Kricketune comes out and he goes, Kricketune! Isn't that so much fucking worse? Zelda also didn't need to talk either at all. For Breath of the Wild, they did cutscenes where voice acting was a necessity, and so they did voice acting, and it works. If Pokemon had done Breath of the Wild, if they were in charge of the cutscenes, they would have the exact same cutscenes where the mouths move and they're talking to each other and all the sound effects are happening, but they wouldn't have the voice acting. And that is the issue I have with Pokemon cutscenes. Alright, cool, everyone's at level 26. Nido Spaghetto. He's not great stat-wise. I will check out how different he is to Munchlax, though. And I gotta be worried about Slash. Because if that Primeape is there, I'll get messed up real quick. If I hit a critical hit and not kill him. Alright, let's check the stats. 51, 40, all around 50. And this guy's not around 50, so... It's actually better to go with the king here. At least for the fight, the boss fight. We want to bring in Refrigerator, because it 4 times resists fighting moves. We want to bring in... Gargle Saltwater, because it's just a straight-up Psychic type. We could bring in Greasy Lizard, but I think, to be honest, what we have is good enough. We're not taking CEO of 6-7, though. Then again, CEO of 6-7 could be like a good revenge killer. He's fast, and he's got Flame Body. Better than having Yanma there. Alright. Did I heal everybody? Yes, I did. Cool. The irony is that older Zelda games already had voice acting for Breath of the Wild, when the former characters basically grunting whenever they spoke. In the case of Midna, where they took the voice actors' words and garbled them up. Yeah, there you go. Pokemon could do that. You know? The problem I have is that they're making cutscenes that look like they need voice acting. But if they didn't do that, I wouldn't give a shit. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Mankey. Okay. The Intimidate into Pokemon that might have... They might have... What is it called? Denial? Defiant. Might be a problem. So I might send in Gargle Saltwater in first rather than... I actually don't need to fight these guys. So I'll skip them if I can. If I ever find the button, that is. Damn it. Also, some guy in your comments said, just gonna check back in 2032 when the full 27-hour director's cut comes out, so clearly bro did not watch the video. Yeah, I guess not. It's the full video. Man sees a 3-hour video and thinks, oh, this is part 1. I would write part 1 on it, if that was the case. Did I write part 1, part 2, part 3 on the Scarlet Violet video? I'm sure I did somewhere. If I didn't, that'd be really stupid of me. Okay. First try, baby. First try. Okay. Everyone's full HP. So what I'm thinking is I send in Gargle Saltwater first. We set up a Reflect. Then we just kind of go to town. I don't think I need the Queen to come in. Because I've got Refrigerator in case things go south. He's got Effect Spore and Spore in general. So, like, I can definitely tank a hit from a Fighting-type Pokemon. And then Spore. So in case someone does die, I have that in the... Unless he's got, like, a Fighting Psychic type, which he might. And if he has a Fighting Psychic type... I've still got Tifa, who is fairly fast with Night Slash, I want to say. There's not much else I can really do about that. Maybe Queen, if Queen comes in. He's only got Slash as an attacking move, so we just have to hope. I think Gargle Saltwater will be just the powerhouse in this one. Tifa's got to come in. Refrigerator, definitely. Oh, I only get 3. Okay. It seems like a decent team. Decent team. We got a decent team. Bug does not resist Psychic. Okay, Cough Loom. I've got the feeling this thing has Spore. No, can't get Spore. Shroomish only gets Spore at level 49. So it might be trying to go for a... Because you would bring in a Psychic type for this gym, right? Why would he send out a Poison Fighting first? The game's developers are too mean for that. Maybe they're not. Maybe this is like a free win. Seeing as he's only got 3 Pokemon, if I Psybeam this, I might be in a better position if I just kill it immediately. And then I can Reflect after this. Okay, Intimidate. That's fine. And because he's keeping his final Pokemon for last, means I can set up this Reflect without having to worry about him dealing any damage to me. He might have a Dark-type move, because he is part... He's using Bubble Beam? Bubble Beam. Is this a Zoroark fusion with, like, Poliwrath or something? Since when does Flaffy learn Bubble Beam? That was Brick Break? Animation got fucked? Did it just say Reflect wore off? Yeah, it did. Because it's Brick Break. Oh shit, okay. That's not fair. Random critical hit. I'm just gonna have to kill it with another Draining Kiss and go from there. Okay, I should have used Psybeam. It's alright, I can Draining Kiss once more, I guess. And then Psybeam, I suppose. No, I'll kill it with another Draining Kiss. That's fine. I'll waste all my Draining Kisses to be full health. That's fine. Gargle Saltwater is like one of the most perfect Pokemon to have. But... Okay, Dark type. Oh, it's perfect. Draining Kiss. Oh, it didn't even kill. Oh, because he has a berry? No. Damn. This thing's a good defense. And really good attack. It's the right Revenge Killer. We got a Revenge Killer in here. That's fine. Hang on, who's faster? He's used both as super potions. It's fine. Gargle Saltwater was... There was one bite as well. I do a 4 times attack to him. Doesn't kill him. He does the same power move back to me where it's only double as effective instead of 4 times, and he kills me in 1 hit? That doesn't seem fair. This thing must be EV trained up the ass. Or it's just a Houndoom fucking Gallade fusion and it's busted as hell. Anyway, who's faster here? I need to check. Well, very clearly this guy. I hope he doesn't have Defiant. That'd be really horrible. Okay, cool. And I could just... break. Whoa, you're the real deal, kid. It's unfortunate that we lost one of our strongest Pokemon, but... it's fine. You know, it's alright. We've got other Psychic types to have. Now we can get that Espeon, instead of waiting for a Sylveon at least. Why, hello there, little girl. I see you've got nowhere to run to. Oh, we can go get a fossil. Cool. Now, it's a second death. Not bad, though. We've lost 2 Pokemon so far, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not overly enthused about losing a very strong Pokemon, and we've lost 2 very strong Pokemon, but it's not like we're stuck on death's door or anything. We've got plenty of options. I might swap out Greasy Lizard for somebody else. We no longer have a... No, we do have a Fairy type. Okay, cool. We don't have a Dragon. We don't have an Electric. We don't have a Grass. Let's see. We also don't have a Ground anymore. Do we have a Water? We do have a Water. I would get Tinfoil, but neither of them are going to evolve until a lot later. Same with Scraggy, it's like level 38 or something. I think I'll genuinely go get my Fossil instead. With a Cradily, I'll have a Pokemon with Storm Drain. And that'll help with water types. Especially if I'm in a double battle with the CEO of 6-7. Also, I have Teleport. So let me actually teach that to Ralts real quick. Instead of Swift, which we do not need. This will probably don't need Baby Doll Eyes, but whatever. Also, let me use that Sunstone on him. This is definitely an Espeon. I can see the double. What is going on? Is that a piece of pizza? What is that? A bowl of salad? Something? A book? Esplia is reading a book? Yeah, I was about to say, don't I have the head of Espeon? Shouldn't it be the head of Espeon? I'm gonna actually go with the one that looks like it. I think this is a reference to like Sailor Moon or something. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the one with the head of Espeon though. Cool. Yes, you can learn Confusion. Future Sight. Really? It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe I'll learn it when... Then again, I could just use Confusion twice. Or I could use Future Sight and then swap out, but if I'm swapping out, then clearly I'm not very good against whatever Pokemon is up ahead, so I don't think I'll learn it. Maybe not in the Nuzlocke, eh? Alright, let's go get our Fossil. Character from Toho? Oh, okay. Makes sense, I do not know Toho. Alright, let's go to... This is just fly! This is just fly! Now, where are those planks? Oh, because I'm on the road to Viridian City. I've got my friends that I made along the way. Oh, here we go. Everyone wants a Pokemon battle in this world. Oh, Cardcaptor Sakura? No. Okay, no. Sorry, I didn't read in time. Damn it. Electric, you say? It's in the refrigerator. Probably have put more time into this game than having active thought. And you never knew teleport was fly. I think at one point, teleport wasn't able to be used until you got a certain badge, and I didn't know which badge that was. So I never bothered using it. But it's nice that we've got it now. Why does this guy have 6 Pokemon? You might have a poison. Curly is not very strong. Like, just... like, as a Pokemon. So I'm not really sending it in unless I know it can win. Yeah, Sludge, that would have absolutely killed it. I mean, it's a Venonat Trubbish, maybe not, but I don't want to risk it. Like, Tifa D's nuts can, like, tank a hit. Even if it's super effective, I feel like it can... Oh, great, I don't know. It'll do no damage. It's got, like, no attack stat. We're fine. Thanks for the wooden planks. It's nice to see Venonat not cowering. So true. That was a single potion? They had me come back here and hit a tree for a potion. Oh wait, I just didn't grab the potion, I guess. Because you can get there anyway. What was the deal with that? Weird. Alright, I guess we'll head to, go get our fossil. Lily. With Storm Drain! By the way, you mentioning Sky Battles in ZA reminded me. Did you know that only Pokemon who have Fly, Levitate, and are actively in the air were actually allowed? Yeah, that's right. Just because you were Flying type did not mean you could join a Sky Battle. That's why half the Pokemon that were Flying type, actually more than half, were always stuck in the air. It also meant that Pokemon like Pidgey, for example, could not be in a Sky Battle. The root fossil, please. While that's going on, I can go fight those Beedrills in the forest. Speaking of Beedrill, there's a wasp in my room. I'm gonna go shoo him out. Oh, that is a bee. Not wasp at all. Come on. Come on. There's a light on in here. Hang on. He's going up towards the big fluorescent lights. He's like, it's not outside! Big fluorescent lights are not outside! What do you mean? Where am I going? I could change my Oricorio right now. What would even be good right now? I don't know. Do I have a fire type? I do have a fire type. I don't have an electric type. Could do that. Cool. Not cool. Not cool at all. You know, this means it only has 2 weaknesses, though, which is good. Which is fighting and ground. So that's neat. But now I don't have a ghost type. Which is a little unfortunate. Yeah, I like the idea of sky battles, but the way they ruined a lot of Pokemon's animations doesn't help. Also, with a game such as Pokemon, where it actually takes a while to level up different creatures, it's a lot harder to, like, warrant investing time into a sky battle team. Whereas you could just ignore the fights instead. Oricorio only gets 1 not flying stab move, so type is only good for defenses. Yeah, it gets the dance, doesn't it? The dance of the whatever it's called. Revelation dance or something? Sup, Ariados? You can get an Ariados before the first gym? There might only be this specific. This very specific web, maybe. Perchance. Can I talk to one of yours? Howdy. Yeah, it should do. Nice. Okay. A critical hit, you say? I guess I'll take Revelation Dance and maybe Slacking learns like a bunch of punching moves. Could be. You never know. I wonder if this will kill without a crit. I don't think it will, even with stab. Oh, maybe now it will. Chip away? What if I get rid of Slash? Will he learn Chip away instead? I don't want to learn it anyway. Whatever. Calm Mind. Yeah, okay. You can learn that. You did it! You got rid of the B-drill! Yippee! Wahoo! They can't even do the Amber here, do they? Yeah. You gotta wait until you get to Blaine. Then we can get an Aerodactyl there. Which I will be happy to get. Now give me my Lilip. Lilip? My Lilip. Okay. So Pokemon with Storm Drain. So let's do something that would be very weak to water, huh? Suction cups? No! No, not suction cups! Oh, drat. And it's adamant, yeah. Fuck. Well. Sorry, little guy. I guess I'll see you later. I just realized we're never gonna get leftovers from that Snorlax unless I find Thief. If any of those Snorlax do have leftovers, I can't grab it unless I have like a Thief. Because I've already got one. Which means I can't catch it. Covet works too? Yeah, hopefully something can learn Covet. I feel like Espeon should be able to learn Covet. Hang on. I said I was going to check this out and I actually didn't. So I'll do it right now. Man, we've been going for 3 hours. We did beat a gym, so maybe we'll end it here after I figure out what these Pokemon can learn. Swords Dance Power-Up Punch? I'm a special attacker, though. I don't even know what my stats are, actually. I didn't even check. I'm a physical attacker? What the frick? When it evolves again, it will be, but I guess I'll learn Power-Up Punch, I guess. Power-Up Punch. Nimbus 15 attack. Force Palm. No, I still need a fire move, I feel. I'll just learn Power-Up Punch. Power-Up Punch, quick attack. I'm sure that'll be fine. Ugh. Reversal Scratch. I'm gonna chip away pound, ground, pick up in hand, air cutter. Baton Pass, Feather Dance, Double Slap. No. Not seeing it. Need a Revelation Dance, man. Arm Thrust, Bullet Seed. I think I already checked this guy. Nothing water-based, unfortunately. Which is what I would like to see. Refrigerator. Cross Poison. That's not bad. I'll learn that instead of Poison Tail. Just better Poison Tail. I wish this guy, after you talk to him once, he wouldn't keep saying the same thing over and over and over again. Yeah, no, I don't think so. We can check Drifblim, I guess. Or Drifloon. I don't think there'll be anything, though. Well, there's Last Resort. That's not terrible. What other moves do we have? I'm never going to be using Amnesia, so... If I use the other 3 moves and I feel like using Last Resort, might as well. You don't want Psybeam? Shit, I didn't even see Psybeam. I'm so silly. I guess I just looked over it because it's Psybeam. Oh, Oricorio gets Quiver Dance? Damn, I should have really combined it with something else then. Does Oricorio learn Swords Dance? At least in a double battle, Oricorio will be good. So I can use Swords Dance on the CEO here. You know what? Actually, I am going to teach it Swords Dance instead of... I'm going to teach it just full attack moves so I can Swords Dance Sweep. Even if it doesn't have Stab. No Stab moves whatsoever, but Feint Attack, which doesn't miss, would be handy in case something uses Minimize. I could go Metal Claw. 95% accuracy. It'll do more damage than Feint Attack. Ah, Force Palm. Yeah. Can't hit a Ghost, but that's fine. Now if I'm in a double battle, I can just Swords Dance with the CEO and Slash with the other. Okay, now I can go get that, just checking out that. For some reason I thought I was still in, Broxtown. Thank you. Give that to who's gonna be tanking hits. Frothy Frothy? Yeah, I'll give it to Tifa. With the combination of Intimidate, it'll be pretty good. All right. That'll be me for now today. I'm gonna go have a shower. Rewrite the Unleashed review, I guess. Work on that a little bit, maybe. Or maybe I'll just take the day off. I've been working really hard. I've already got a video made, but that's not coming out at least for a wee bit, so... Yep. Alright. Thanks for coming, everybody. Probably be a stream tonight. With Neil. More of this. Alright. Bye, everybody. See you later. Bye.